I'm Chris Carter of the Locked On Steelers podcast, and this is your Steelers Now update. The Steelers lose a tough one to the Baltimore Ravens, 16-14 here at Acrisure Stadium. They dropped to 5-8, all but killing their playoff hopes this season. Not that they were really strong, but the Steelers do feel like they let one slip away. They were able to play a backup quarterback today in Huntley from the Ravens. He gets knocked out of the game. They bring in Brown as a third-string quarterback, but also Kenny Pickett gets knocked out, and it really becomes who can run the ball first, and it was the Ravens that ran the ball consistently all day long, especially after the Steelers' first drive on defense. The Ravens finished with 215 yards on the ground. That's an average of 5.1 yards per carry on 42 rushes. That's unacceptable from the Steelers' defense. Granted, they only allowed 16 points in the 16-14 loss, but you needed to get off the field. Cam Hayward, Miles Jack, all the Steelers guys up front talking after the game, saying, this wasn't a surprise. We knew what they wanted to do. We got outplayed. And this is something that's been a theme all season long. A lot of the run defense not having the big guys to stuff the plays in the big moments and to keep teams from running the ball on them. That showed up in a lot of ways in this game. The Steelers allowing a big rush from J.K. Dobbins that went for big yards, and then right after that he gets a touchdown. Cam Hayward said, that's on me. I tried to do too much on that play, and we all tried to do too much. And I think that's what you see from this Steelers run defense right now. They know right now they don't have all the guys that are going to win the matchups consistently, so some of the guys are stepping outside of their own responsibilities, doing a little bit extra, and sometimes it worked, but a lot of times it comes back to bite you, and today it did. But make no mistake, as bad as the run defense was in this game, Mitch Trubisky coming in and throwing 3 interceptions was also terrible for the Steelers. They also had a blocked kick. That's 4 possessions in plus territory that yielded 0 points for the Steelers and were huge momentum swings for the Ravens. If any of those result in field goals, the Steelers most likely win this football game. And it shows the Steelers, they've been playing well so long as Kenny Pickett didn't throw an interception. His backup comes into the game, he throws 3 interceptions and cost the Steelers the game. And some of them, people were trying to say it was different things. Mitch Trubisky admitted, that was on me. I was too busy looking at one guy. I was too busy, stuck on certain reads. His first interception, some people were saying, hey, that might have been Steven Sims running the wrong route. He said, no, that wasn't it. Pat Freiermuth got held up to the line. He was supposed to get there before Steven Sims, and I didn't come off him. I stuck to it when I should have switched off and checked it down. The second one, same thing. Patrick Queen over the middle. He admitted he should have checked it down. Third one to Deontay, he admits he didn't look off the safety enough because on the last drive of the game when he got the ball to Deontay on a deep ball, he looked off the safety. That's all about his eyes. That's something that he said is a problem himself, and that's something that he knows that he has to fix. The Steelers now, though, with Kenny Pickett in the concussion protocol, no guarantee that he'll play next week, got major questions. Who do you play against the Panthers? How do you move forward? What's your goals right now? Because as it stands, you're 5-8. You basically need to win out to hope to have a winning record with the Ravens in Baltimore again and the Browns at the end of the season with Deshaun Watson back. That looks like a tough bill. But we'll break more of that down right here on the Locked On Steelers podcast. Again, I'm your host, Chris Carter. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Carter Critiques. Find all of the Locked On Steelers podcast episodes on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Odyssey, and YouTube. Back with you very soon.